Remember that joke? Thank
My name is August Del Forge. I was an experienced machinist. On Wednesday night, August 3rd, 1887, my crew and I were putting the finishing touches on a new boiler system, a brewing system at the Henry Rahr Brewing Company that stood along Main Street on the east side of the East River. This giant brewing kettle with a capacity of 100 barrels now held 70 barrels of boiling water. Some of my crew was working with me, John Hebe, George Huber, my oldest son Frank. I had brought along my younger son Joseph just to hold the lantern. Henry Beemert, who delivered beer for Rahr's, walked in at that time. Suddenly, at 8:30 p.m., unexpectedly, the entire system blew up. It exploded. The pressure was so great, it tore the giant copper kettle loose from the sheet iron boiler that surrounded it on the bottom and the sides. It tore it all loose from the 5/8 by 6-inch steel bolts, dozens of them, that held it all together to a giant timber frame. The explosion was so powerful, it drove the bottom of the 1/4-inch thick copper kettle nearly to the top. Barrels of boiling water cascaded in every direction. Liberated steam filled the air as the giant kettle fell over onto its side. And with that, a giant piece of timber struck me on the head and pinned me to the floor, where I received a deadly baptism from hell with scalding water. My son Frank and my son Joseph were terribly scalded. Screams of agony filled the air. George Beamer tried to run, tried to get out of the way. And as he ran toward a window, he fell into an open heater pit 2 to 3 feet deep, now filled with boiling water. He screamed, and men rushed to reach in the window as he struggled upward to pull him out to safety outside. John Hebe and George Huber managed to stagger out a door. Oh, it was terrible. 4 doctors were called, and they came right away and tried to render whatever assistance they could. But by 9 o'clock that evening, I was already dead from my massive injuries. I was 47 years old. My son Frank was 20 years old. Joseph was only 16. John Hebe was 28. John Beamert was 34. George Huber, who managed to stagger several blocks home before he collapsed, he was 21. I left a wife and 5 children, all young, 2 girls and 3 boys. John Beamert was the only other married man. He left a wife and 2 children. I am forever grateful to Henry Rahr for all he did to help our widows and children. Such a terrible loss of life, such an unexpected tragedy. A cloud of gloom fell over the entire city. Well, that very Thursday morning, Green Bay City Mayor Charles Hartung issued a proclamation. He said, for Friday, let all public buildings in the city fly their flags at half-mast. Let all businesses be closed from 9 a.m. to noon. On Friday morning, there was a general tolling of bells throughout the city. One funeral procession with 5 hearses left my residence. It was now led by the Businessmen's Association and the Knights of